Hey guys, how's it going and welcome back for another Total War video with the Terminator. It's been a few years now since we've had Rome Total War and its expansions, as well as the more recent Medieval 2 and its expansions available on mobile platforms. You can play on your phone while on your way to work, you can play on your tablet while sitting in front of the TV. Suddenly, it's never been easier to play two of the most nostalgic Total War games in the series for a relatively decent price. But is it actually any good? Is it the same or better or worse than playing these games on your PC? And based on the answers to these questions, is it actually worth paying the money to buy these games and in some cases again to play them anywhere you like? Total War on mobile is the topic of today's video, and I'm hoping that by the end, if you've been thinking about it and have gone back and forth, this will give you the answer you need. So let's get started. Both Rome Total War and Medieval 2 alongside their expansion packs are available to purchase on Android and iOS. While Medieval 2 was ported over after Rome 1, it didn't really improve or change on any of the basic systems. The UI is pretty much the same, campaign and battles play the same as well. All in all, they're very similar mechanically, with the only main difference being Medieval 2 takes up a lot more space on your device. Now, having played 3 or 4 campaigns on each of these games on both my mobile phone and on my iPad, I can honestly say that there are some very clear pros and cons to playing Total War games on mobile devices versus your PC. The biggest pro is obvious. You can play anywhere at any time at the tip of your fingers, and that is honestly an amazing thing, especially if you're someone who enjoys mobile games in general. These two games are honestly some of the best you can play on your app store right now. I've conquered the known world as the Julii in Rome Total War while flying to and from Rome on holiday, which was pretty damn cool. And I've played as the crusading states of Jerusalem and Antioch to defeat the Mamluks of Egypt, the Turks led by Osman to solidify Christianity's hold on the Middle East, all from the comfort of my couch. This opportunity to just pick up my tablet and boot up Total War in a few seconds is something I never even dreamed of growing up, and it's here and it's irreplaceable and unique. And nothing comes close to making mobile gameplay as easy and rewarding as this, especially as a Total War player. When it comes to the campaign, things look visually crisp and clean with clearly upscaled textures here and there. There's almost no lag and end turns are very quick, which is really good to see, and the UI is fairly intuitive and easy to get used to. And with such a responsive game, it's super easy to zoom around looking at different parts of the map to manage your cities, move your armies and agents around. Just to touch on the UI a little more here, the notification screen is easy to handle and read. The various faction panels from overview to financial status to family tree are all really easy to get used to, and things like building buildings, adjusting tax rates, and recruiting new units, the important bits, are all fairly straightforward and have been done really well by Feral in these mobile ports. Compared to playing Medieval 2 or Rome on PC, it's so easy, bug-free, and well optimized that if I only played these games for vanilla unmodded gameplay, I wouldn't even bother playing them on PC. And on that point, it's definitely worth saying that of course these games on mobile don't come with their famous mods on PC. While that would be an amazing thing, it just could not happen on a mobile game, unfortunately. Imagine playing Third Age or Stainless Steel or any of the hundreds of mods on mobile. I mean, that would totally take over my life. Now, while these campaigns are in a relatively good place, a sacrifice in quality has been made when porting these games over to mobile, and that unfortunately is the battles. Yes, the UI is slightly better in Medieval 2 than in Rome. Yes, the battles do look visually impressive for a mobile game, but the fact is, if Rome 1 and Medieval 2 battles were as finicky and their controls as temperamental on PC, they are even more so on mobile. Unit selection and ordering is unnecessarily difficult, zooming around the battlefield and zooming in and out is just too janky, and this lack of control, unless you're playing on smaller battles, is just not worth the hassle. The point of mobile games is to get a quick bit of fun, a little time invested for a lot of reward, and unfortunately, both Rome 1 and Medieval 2 offer little reward when it comes to battling in the signature Total War battles. Because all the usual issues, of course, are still there in terms of AI behavior and, of course, unit pathfinding, unit formations are an option but are almost impossible to toggle on or off if you don't have the device set on a table, so to add on top of these core issues, the almost inability to employ tactics in a battle is just really not great. Early game campaigns can kind of get away with playing your battles because it's mostly small skirmishes and light sieges here and there, but once you have a full stack army versus another full stack army, things tend to get messy very quickly. The controls are just not good enough, and beyond that, there's just not enough screen space to be able to see the proper bird's eye view you need to make tactical decisions. You can't quickly go over here to check on these units and give them the orders they need, and zoom over there to manage a retreat. It just doesn't work, and that all makes the battle experience incredibly frustrating. I also just want to point out that for campaigns as well as the battles, the games are hardly worth playing from a small screen mobile phone. If you have a large screen Samsung or one of the iPhone Max phones, you can maybe just about get away with enjoying the campaigns, but battles are definitely unplayable. So if you're gonna get either of these games, I cannot recommend enough that you get them on a tablet with as much screen space as possible. Trust me, you'll thank me later. From a technical perspective, the games take up a lot of room, and while they are very well optimized with little to no lag, they do drain your battery power impressively quickly, and after a while of playing, your device will start generating some heat, which in some cases can be worrying. Technically, I would say it's in a pretty good shape, but just keep those things in mind when you're making your purchase. Overall, I would say if you're interested in playing Rome or Medieval 2 and their expansions, mainly for their campaigns, and you don't mind that after a few dozen turns, you probably won't be playing any battles, then I would say they are definitely worth the price. I'm a big mod lover, so I'll always play them on the PC as well, but having the opportunity to just pick up a Total War campaign wherever you are is just too good to pass up, especially with these timeless and highly nostalgic games. Of the two, I'd personally say Medieval 2 is probably the better port, but that's generally because I think Medieval 2 is a better game, so it's up to personal preference. It's a real shame that the battles of these epic Total War games couldn't be translated any better to mobile formats, but in my honest opinion, it would be too much to ask for PC quality battles on a mobile, so I can forgive it and put the focus on enjoying the campaigns as much as possible. And with that perspective, I think the games are definitely worth the money. And that's it for today, guys. I wanted to weigh up how successful Feral was in porting over Rome and Medieval 2 to mobile, how they are worth playing versus playing them on PC, and whether with these discussions in mind, they are worth their respective prices. I hope that through this video, you've gotten a bit of a clearer idea on whether you'd like to purchase them for yourself, and if yes, what to expect when you play. I really hope you enjoyed the video and found it informative. If you did, do give it a like and let me know your thoughts or questions in the comment section below. Subscribe to the channel for more Total War content, gameplay, and news, and thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time.